No, it's still kind of dark, but it's better. Oh, wow. So this is much better. My daughter gave me some constructive criticism. Of course, with a smart ass mouth, but it's all right because that's just how the child is. You know, you gotta love your children, huh? However they is. So I love her, but she mouth fresh. But anyway, basically, oh, my nose is it dry? What's going on here? I'm kind of little shine from my nose. Yeah. So yeah, that's the Bateration one. You just seen her with your hair fly away. Um, I'm saying a lot of ums because I'm kind of like I said, I'm stuck. I'm still on this heartbreak thing. I'm still here trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong, what it is about me that they end up not wanting anymore. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, but guess I'm not doing it right. Maybe I'm not fitting the bill. Maybe I don't got enough money. I don't know what they want, but I really thought guys want a girl that's, um, you know, gives her love, gives her all. Like she tries to help him out with his health and give him good advice and try to instill good things, positive things. But I know maybe sometimes where maybe I'm thinking that might be annoying is if I'm asking a lot of questions, maybe I'm talking too much about the future, I'm getting too hopeful too quick, I'm doing wifely duties, as people say you're not supposed to do so much for the gentleman or whatever. But I just don't believe in that because I'm just like, if I like this guy and I think it's love and I think like we are going to... Why this girl got on me by neck?
Cause I told her.
No.
Man,
oh my gosh, man. Get another head tie. Don't put on... You got on my bonnet? Dang. Anyway, that was not supposed to be part of the video, but I just get annoyed because she always using my stuff. And, well, you hear the smart girl? She told her to put it on. You see how? Watch, listen. Y'all listen to the freshness. Listen. What you said? It's fresh. Since she little bit. Anyway. But today I went to the house. I usually don't go to people's homes because I feel like that's so immature. I feel like that's so, how dare you? Why would you pop up at my crib or whatever? But sometimes you want to just see, you know, I really just wanted to see if he's okay. I really just wanted to see if,
did you say
he was okay. Like, I hadn't heard from him in 2 days and, you know, I hadn't seen him in 5 days. So I just felt like, wow, you know, what happened? What transpired? What did I do? Was I supposed to come over? Was I supposed to show up at his house? I don't know what was supposed to happen, but I thought I was taking it easy, taking it slow. I thought that you know, me not rushing anything was perfect, whatever. And I went out the limb, like I went and blasted it. I put him on Facebook like a dummy. Then I had the nerve to put that I'm taken on IG. I put that I'm in a relationship. And you know, I asked him first though because I didn't still want to put you know, his picture out there and him not knowing or somebody sees it as like oh my god, this girl saying that you're her man on the page and no whatever, and then he's like, why would you do that without asking? So I did it because I wanted to show that I had loyalty, and I'm thinking that maybe I was dumb. I shouldn't did it, you know, because it's still new, it's still fresh, and we don't know where it's going. But like I said, my thing is the hopefulness, you know, me being so gullible and vulnerable, just hoping. I guess like I'm not the only woman out here that's feeling like that, but you know, when you just want that romance and you just want to have somebody, you know, filling you, making you feel special, you feel beautiful, you feel wanted and desired. And that was my case. And also too, the fact that I was able to like have an avenue to go away, you know, to see him at his place, because a lot of the times that when I have been dating, they come here and, you know, some kind of embarrassing situation where my kids might have heard something or whatever, you know, the case might be. And it's always not, it's uncomfortable doing stuff like that or going to the hotel or whatever. But I just don't know why these things keep happening in relationships with me. But I know sometimes they call me back, and that's what's really driving me nuts, is the fact that they're calling back. Like, why are y'all calling back and you drop me? Or why are you calling me back saying you miss me and you want me back, and then initially you didn't want me? And initially I knew that it was time for me to move on. When I move on, then all of a sudden they want to be like, oh, you know, whatever. But I always say I will always be here. You know, if you want to talk, you know, you don't want to be with me, whatever, that's fine. I know a lot of gentlemen will say, like, before I get in situations that, oh, you're so pretty, or you're a beautiful woman, and how come you don't have a guy? Is it that you're crazy? Is there something wrong with you? Why don't you have a man? But I don't think, like, I gotta be having a man because I'm pretty or because I'm beautiful. Like, that's supposed to be a normal thing for pretty girls to have a man. I mean, yeah, we all want to have a man, but the right man. Like, I don't need to have just any man because I'm pretty or I'm beautiful. Like, that's bullshit. Like, I want to have a man that I want to walk by his side and he want to walk by my side, and we proud of each other and we love each other and we don't care who sees, and we don't care. You know, like, I want that kind of love. And I think I got so hyped that dude was matching my swag that I got to the point where I was like, is lit?
It's right here.
Okay, so light it, girl.
No, you can't do that.
You don't want none?
I don't know.
Oh, I didn't know you was rolling your own, sweetie. Well, excuse me. Yeah, my bad, guys. So anyway, I really thought this was like a good match for me. Watch Fly Away.
No.
Sorry, y'all. I gotta bake my. Yeah, but yeah. So anyway, basically, what's wrong with who?
Why would you say that?
So what? I'm being me. Like, can I be me? This is my fucking video. This is why y'all get on my nerves, because y'all act like my little sisters as far as my daughters. Like, shut up. Your mother's talking. Shut up.
Alright, go ahead.
So, like, oh my God, like, where they come from? So, like, they always, I don't care what people think about me. I talk about myself. I got gappy teeth. So the fuck what? I got a bumpy face right now. The fuck what? I don't care. I eat Skittles. I'm not supposed to. The shit got pork. I'm trying to be a vegetarian. I'm not fucking perfect. Ain't nobody fucking perfect. I don't give a shit. But I'm on here because I know I need to talk about this shit, because I'm becoming emotional about a lot of things in my life. A lot of things, like I said, have been going catastrophic. And I have a lot of critics around me, you know, but my family, a lot of people, you know, that I ran away from. I'm known like the person that's always moving around and going here and there. But when I feel negative energy from people, and the fact that they're my family, it makes it even harder for me, because it's like, you know, you my family. And I know family, you know, there's so many things about, you know, taboos, stereotypes, things about dysfunctional families in America, where, you know your family, or they're always going to say something, or there's always going to be somebody that's going to talk about you. There's always going to be gossip. There's always going to be some positive. There's going to be some negative. A lot of times it's mostly negative with families, you know, and you can't choose your family. You're born into some people that you try to love. You're born into some people that you try to, you know, have good relationship with, because they are family, and they're blood or whatever, and you try to just have good relationships with these people. But sometimes it ain't, just ain't, you know? It just ain't. And you just gotta just move on and try to make your own life. And my reasons why I left Brooklyn, New York, because that's where I'm from, you know, born and raised, and my parents is of Guyanese heritage. And we have a lot of mixtures. So I have family in Jamaica, I have family South America, well, you know, Guyana is South America, family in London and, you know, over Europe. I have family in Africa, if I said that already or whatever. But yeah, I have family everywhere. And it's so big, you know, I don't even know some of the people. I might probably pass my cousin on the street, and I live in Vegas now, and I might not know who my family is because I never met them. That's how big we are. Probably one day, you know, I'll be able to meet all my family members. That's one of my big dreams, you know, to like have a big family reunion with all my family, because we don't, well, especially on the maternal side of my family, we don't really have anything where we get to gather around or whatever. There's a lot of things that have happened, and a lot of people don't speak to each other, and some people live separate. Some people we don't even know if they're alive, and that's kind of bad, you know, with family in America today, and especially in the Black community. I don't want to play any race cards, but hey, that's what it is, and that's the reality of it. But I really just had to start doing this because I'm always venting. I do write a journal. I do write things to myself, but I just figured that it would be better for me to have an avenue of talking it out versus writing. I can, you know, because I can write for days, and I'll probably have a whole bunch of notebooks. And then, you know, but I do, like I said, I do want to write. I do want to put a lot of my stories on paper. I do want to get published. I do want to help other women, young women, you know, girls of a bigger aspect and a global even, because I have had experiences with domestic violence. I've had experiences with, you know, bullying. I've had experiences, you know, with a lot of stuff. And I just want to tell people that you can overcome that. But I think maybe because I have been trying to strive to be so strong and go against certain things that I could kind of tune out or ignore or, you know, do other things with. I feel like, damn, you know, the emotional state of how I am today, being 40 years old, I cry because I missed the bus getting late to work. And I know some people would be like, why are you crying? But it was just a simple fact, like, oh my God, I don't want to lose my job. And I just started, and it just feels like something is always going on. Like, what is it? Why is this happening? Why, you know, and that's where I'm at. And that if I could just move forward from that, I will be a better person. I know I will. But the struggling of me worrying, of me feeling worthless, of me feeling like I'm not at that point in my life. Like, why don't I have a house? Why don't I have a car? I had cars. I've fucked up a car before. The engine locked on me. I junked it. I've had, you know, 3 cars. I've had a house. I've had, you know, things like that. And then it's just like when you lose those things and you're not able to maintain it, sometimes you feel, you know, excuse my language, because I'm not a person. I can curb my language, and I could not be profane at times, but sometimes things have to be expressed. And I do use a bit of the F and the mother effer a lot. And that's just, it's been part of my vocabulary. I've been trying to correct it, but it's part of my vocabulary. And I just be, you know, there's times where I'm like, this motherfucker here. Like, you know, I can't help it, you know? Or motherfucker, you know, the motherfucker come out, and I don't mean to like I'm gonna come out with a knife and a gun when I say motherfucker. It's a word, and I'd be so mad sometimes when people are like, oh, you're a lady and you're not supposed to curse and sound so vulgar and lawless, but at the same token, like, what the fuck? because I'm grown, and if I want to cuss, let me cuss. Like, what's the problem? You know what I mean? I'm grown. I got kids. I'm taking care of myself, paying my own rent. I ain't sucking dick for $1. I'm not out here on the pole. I'm not trying to disrespect no sex workers or shame anybody after that comment, because people do begin all attitude-ish when you say shit or whatever. So I'm not disrespecting nobody. Let that be known. I'm just saying I have not done things out of the ordinary to make sure that I can take care of my family. I go through the struggles. And my babies know we have had rice and beans, crackers, and eggs, like no bread, no nothing. Like we went in and we had struggles, and we've been going through it. And I've been trying my best to, show them the best way. I've walked across the stage so they can see that you can be a college graduate, and depending on what situation you're in, you can overcome. You don't have to be a product of your environment. You don't have to be that person caught up in the system, be a statistic. You don't have to. You can follow your dreams. I know sometimes people be like, oh, tell a child that they can do anything in this world and whatever. But I do try to. It's good to have that aspect, because even though we know the reality of how sometimes, America, KKK, and I don't want to be looking like I'm a punk saying that, whatever. But we know. And you and I know. And so that's what it is. And I want them to always just have education, because education is important. And a lot of people like, oh, you're wasting time going to school or whatever the case might be. But I don't think you're wasting your time. And I know it does, you accrue bills, and then you get a student loan, and then you got to pay this money back or whatever. But think of it as an investment in yourself. And I know people say, oh, there's a lot of people out there without college degrees. They have businesses. They didn't go to school. They don't have a high school diploma, but they're successful. And that's kudos to them. But like I'm saying, as a general person, you might not have that luck. So why do you feel like just because? What are you doing? And you might not have the same business, blueprint of being that great in what you're doing. So, education is still, and even so, a lot of the people that we do see on TV and all this stuff, a lot of people have been going to school. And I've seen like LL Cool J, he just got his master's, and I've seen, well, not just got, I don't know exactly, but like Sean Combs, I know Beyonce a while ago, whatever. It's just, I don't really want to say all the names or whatever, but I do know a lot of people that if they're in that high stature and they're in that status, they're A-listers when it comes to fame in that industry and being a celebrity. It's just that if they're going to get their high school diploma and college degree, don't you think? Hello. And they're not normal people like we do the 9 to 5, and we're out here under the pyramid when it comes to the elite class of people, and how it goes with the middle class or the upper class, middle class, low class, however it goes with these different classifications of families and people and income and all the stuff. We know how that goes. And I was just saying that I'm looking at that aspect, that wow, even though they have that money, and even though they're in that kind of industry, they're still getting their degrees, they're still getting their education. So don't put me down when I say I'm striving hard to finish my bachelor's. Don't tell me, oh, you're wasting your time, go ahead and get a job. Yeah, I could be a wage slave all day. I could go ahead and sit down and be locked in for 8 hours or 8 to 12 hours a day for working and making somebody else money. Yeah, I could do that. That's not no problem, because I got to do that to survive. That's just the reality of life. But don't tell me my education is not important, and for me to go hard for my education because I'm going to have a student loan, and to pay that off, you're going to be in debt. I don't look at it as debt, because I feel like, yeah, it's on my name, it's on my credit. I might not be able to go purchase a house right now. I might not be able to go get a car or whatever the fact might be. But at the same token, I just feel like I'm going to shoot for my education. I don't care if I'm 65 And, you know, if I get to be that age and, you know, I get to be honored to even get to that point and still be living and healthy and kicking, I'm going to finish my bachelor's. I'm going to get my master's. I'm going to get my PhD because it's important to me. And I feel like it's important to always keep elevating, always keep on adding to yourself, enhancing your brain, enhancing your knowledge. Always strive for the best because you never know. You never know where it can take you. You never know what networking, what people you might meet during your journey of education, if you're going on campus, online, or however. It helps to keep the brain moving. It helps to keep you as a person sharp. It helps, the brain needs to be fed. If it can remember things from when we're like little kids to adulthood and, you know, events and all that stuff, that brain is an amazing tool. That brain is something that you have to utilize, and it's sad when it's just dead. You know, I remember growing up and they said, you know, these are your brains on drugs and things like that, whatever. And we used to laugh at the frying egg in the pan, but a terrible thing it is to, you know, waste your mind. You know, and I get, no, it's a terrible thing. What is it? A mind is a terrible thing to waste. And I grew up in an era where reading is fundamental, reading Rainbow, and all those kind of things. And I don't want to keep going on and rambling about education, but, you know, my point is that these things were important to me, and this is what I was instilling in my family. And this is what is hurting me because I feel that I have enough knowledge to be with a king where he could believe in me and I believe in him, and then we can come together and do something. But I just feel like I just get involved with people that, I don't know if I'm not making a man feel like he's not needed. Like maybe I'm too independent, making him feel like, oh, she's too flashy or whatever. Like, and I'm not flashy. I just like to change up my style. Like I like wigs, I like braids, I like my natural. I'll flip it around. I like variety, and it's not like I'm trying to be expensive, but I've heard people say, and gentlemen tell me that, oh, when they see a woman's nails and hair done and she's sharp and she's well dressed, that it's intimidating and it looks like she's expensive. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me, because first of all, why wouldn't you want your girl to look good? Like, what's wrong with that? Like, why would you tell me that I'm too expensive and you don't even know how much I pay for my outfit? It's just the fact that I got style, and my outfits be less than $20 because I be seeing a shirt for like $5, and I might get a pants that's like $9.99, and I might get a little shoe that's $6. So by the time you add it up, it's like less than, I mean, not even probably 20 or more, or less than 20. But a lot of the times, my outfits are cheap. I just know how to coordinate my clothing. I just know how to put pieces together, and I don't, you know, I never wanted to be a stylist. I really don't like doing hair. I really don't like doing certain stuff anymore because people use you, and I'm so sick of it, and I'm just tired of, you know, giving out so much labor for a cheap dollar. Like, I'm done with that nonsense. And it's not to say like, oh, any money is not good money, but some money ain't good money, because some people just sit there and they know they would pay somebody else X amount, and then they come giving you some little chump change, and just because you ain't got no license, or you're not in a booth, or they sitting in a high chair, they coming at you sideways. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to be doing that extra stuff, standing up on my feet all this kind of hours or whatever for no little chump change. No. And that's why I don't do it. And a lot of people like, you have talent, you know, because I do my own hair. I might look a little rough on my edges because I was sweating, and my little edge control had, you know, it lifted up. But it's still good. Whatever. But like when I turn hair, it look a little fluffy, but it's okay. But anyway, I don't really care. And I feel like if a man is intimidated by how I'm looking, or he feeling like he can't afford me, something wrong with him, and I don't want him anyway. Because if he gonna look at me and say, oh, she expensive, that means he ain't got enough self-esteem for himself to think like he could pull a woman like me. So first of all, if you feel like I'm not in your league, or you feel like you can't talk to me, or you feel like I'm not going to talk to you, that's your fault. That's because you ain't got confidence in yourself. So don't be mad at me because I'm looking all cute and stuff and you feeling all less of yourself as a man that you can't approach me. Oh, well, boo-boo, that's not my problem. That's your problem. And I don't like when men say that because, oh, she looking. Don't you want your girl smelling good, looking good, her hair combed, her teeth brushed? Like, what the... Like, I'm confused with motherfuckers these days. Because, like, oh, I had a dude tell me, you don't got to be all cute. You like being, like, you like attention. My nigga. Are you for real? I like attention, bruh. I like to look good, bruh. I like to look decent, my nigga. Like, it's bad enough I got spaced teeth and bumps and shit. And then I got to be able to finesse the rest of the things. You know, and then having a, you know... Being a woman, I have 3 children and 2 cesareans, whatever, and then things don't be looking whatever. And if you want to accept the tummy or whatever, like, I was bigger than what I am now. I was 300 pounds, and I lost a lot of weight. I was trying to maintain 285 for a long period of time, and it was causing problems on my ankles, my body. I was always been a chunky person. I've always been thick or whatever, so I've always been made fun of. And oh, you fat bitch, you this, that, whatever. They've been talking about me, whatever, but who cares? And I'm over it. So I walk with my head high. I do still criticize myself on a daily basis. Yeah, like I'm talking about my teeth, I'm talking about my crusty lip or whatever, I'm talking about my bumpy face. But at the end of the day, I still have love for myself, where I like my appearance. I do my appearance not for anybody. I do it for myself. Because I want to look good. I like to look in the mirror and say, oh, Diane, you love yourself. You go out there, you have confidence. You might just go to the corner store. You might just be going to get a soda. But it don't matter. You look good. You know what I mean? And people respect that. I really feel that when you keep yourself up or you keep yourself a certain way, people have respect for you. And that's what I've been doing. And basically, I'm in and out because my feelings is so hurt right now. I am so like hurt right now that I have not heard from this beautiful, amazing guy that came into my life and made me feel so magical and fairy tale. And he just disappeared, and I'm just like, wow. By this time, I probably done text so much that I look crazy at this point. Because I was talking to myself. He didn't respond. And I've sent probably like 20 text messages. And he's probably like, well, she ain't seeing me, calling, whatever. And I think he blocked me because I was sending messages and the pictures and it would get canceled. So it's like saying that it was never sent or whatever the case might be. And maybe he did block me or whatever. But, you know, I made myself a skeptical. Like I said, I went over there and I knocked the door and nobody answered. But I could have swore I heard a TV noise and I could have sworn I heard somebody laughing. But that could just be me hearing some other stuff or noises in the area, and I'm thinking I'm hearing something in the house. But it's just my intuition. I really feel like something else is going on. Like, why would you not call the woman that you're saying that you love? But I know a lot of people say I love you a lot and they don't mean it. And I know the couple times that I said it, he didn't say it back from the last time that I had texted him. And I had found that strange or whatever, but I had sent this photo and I thought maybe that was what it was. Because, you know, some guys, when they see women in a natural state, they usually be like, ugh, she look better with wig on. She look better with her weave on or whatever. She don't look cute with that natural whatever. And maybe I showed him and he probably got turned off. And maybe he was like, I don't know if I want to see that without no weave or whatever. And then I had the braids. I sent the photo of me starting my braids, and I guess he probably was like, ew, what is she doing? I'm about to get me as somebody else or whoever he was talking to. So he was like, No, I mean, if I hear from him or whatever, at this point, how I feel like you ain't talked to me in 2 days, like, I don't know how I would feel. And I'm a very forgiving person, and that's where I always get myself in situations because I'm always forgiving people, and they don't be deserving of forgiving. And I'm so loving, you know, like, any man I want to be honest, I'm a very loving woman, and I only get upset and change or become a major bitch on stilts, you know, breathing fire is because you fucking lie. And I'm not gonna sit there and be no damn jackass for nobody that's not my husband, number one. Number two, we just shacking up and we playing house. And I'm not gonna sit there and be no fucking fool for nobody after when I'm finding out so much stuff. Like, I remember one dude was living with me and he was having Shorty picking him up from McDonald's by the apartment complex, and my daughter saw him in the McDonald's with the female. Like, come on, bruh. Like, you that low and I find out that you're doing stuff or whatever, and then you want to come back to me and then you want to play it around, and dude was going on trips with Shorty and all that, and I'm cooking food, and then sometimes he asking me to, you know, you do the shaver to shave his head and all this. So I'm going hard, you know. Oh boy, but anyway, it's half an hour I've been talking. Like I told you guys, I could talk, and I'm about to end the video, and I'm about to start with a new avenue, with a new story. This tonight was basically, you know, introduction on myself, introduction on the situation, introduction on how my life is and my daughters and everybody around me. So I guess I hope it's a start of something, because basically I am trying to vent. I am trying to just find an avenue. I'm just trying to understand, and I can't sit here in my own head, and I live in my head. I'm always in my head, and that's something that has to stop. There's nothing wrong with having personal thoughts, but when you have thoughts where you feel yourself like something is seriously wrong with your omen, your aura, your spirit, your world, your everything, my whole universe, I just feel like it's going so out of control. I feel like I'm on this emotional roller coaster constantly, just feeling out of whack. And I'm hoping that the world can help me. I'm hoping that somebody see this and just kick it to me and give me something, because I don't really have that avenue for anybody that I really trust to talk to. I talk to my daughters to death, and especially my oldest. I'm always telling her, and I know she's like, "Ma, I don't want to hear this." Oh my God! Sometimes she tunes me out with her headphones, and they make fun of me because I be talking. They like, "Ma, you talking to me?" But anyway, guys, it was nice talking to you guys. I'm gonna be talking to you guys a lot often, you know, because like I said, I'm trying to get to this point where I'm trying to build some kind of just to see if I got it, if I got something going on, because, you know, I don't know. And I'm just sharing with y'all, because at this point, a sister going crazy, and I feel like I ain't got no more. I got love. I ain't gonna lie, because I ain't gonna say that. That's gonna be wrong. I got love in my heart to love another. But the way how things have been going with me and other, like, relationships that I've been getting into, and, you know, I just feel like something is definitely not right with me. Because I keep hearing it's good. I keep hearing I'm a good lover. I'm a good person. I'm a peach. I'm sweet. I'm this. I could cook. Da da da. Everything, etc. But ain't nobody staying. So something wrong. And I'm holding hands and we walking, and I'm thinking I was doing everything I can, but you win some, you lose some. I don't understand. Trying to make a hold of it. This is why I'm on here, guys. Help a sister out. See you guys later. Bye.